everyone, what is up? Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. Today we're going to be talking about what is happening with XRP in the XRP community. Now in CoinMarketCap, XRP is at 25 cents, being stable right now, but we can see Bitcoin above 16k. What do you guys think will happen? But yesterday I did buy more XRP. I think I'm going to start dollar cost averaging in because we could see an alt season very soon. But now guys, before we jump into news, Alex, I'm not financial advisor nor financial advice, just entertainment value only. XRP has tweeted out Big Bang Migration ISO 222 2021 forced by ECB. Everyone will have to move at the same time.
At the banker, and I'm joined by Alain Reyes, Chief Executive, EMEA and Asia Pacific at SWIFT, to talk about the changes happening in the European landscape payment space. Alain, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
What are the main changes that you're seeing?
You would argue actually that the European payment space and security space has been a constant transformation over the last 15 years. Actually, since the creation of the euro currency, the authorities, the central bank, have had to implement the rails that can really help the industry to leverage the power of the single currency. Nowadays, what are we talking about? We're talking about the ECB creating a new gateway, a single access to all the market infrastructure that they're running. They're running today T2S, they're operating T2, and they're also operating the new TIPS platform, which talks about instant payments. So the ECB is going to propose to all the banks by 2021 a single gateway to all those systems. Now, the real challenge for this is that all those systems, when they'll be live, will be talking in ISO 20 or 22. And therefore, it means that for all the current players today on the T2 platform, the high-value payment platform, will have to migrate to this new syntax. And that obviously will represent a huge challenge for the industry.
So what about faster payments? How does that fit into the European transformation?
Part of the SME platform, we're talking about this TIPS platform that is a new instant payment system that will be supporting or actually providing another customer experience to everyone in Europe. Other systems are also, by the way, in development, like LT1 from the EBA clearing company that they've moved and proposing those services. So in that context, we're doing two or three things. We're proposing access to those platforms over the SWIFT network. It's clearly one thing. But also, we're trying to leverage our GPI initiatives that has been now live for nearly 3 years and trying to start actually connecting banks, financial institutions from different parts of the world to real-time payment services that exist today in Europe, like TIPS, and making sure that international payments can become, in doing so, as much efficient as domestic payments. In that context,
Payments are starting to change all around the world. Payments will be 3 seconds. SU comes from XRP.
We also sort of crossed an important threshold. If an asset doesn't have value and it doesn't have liquidity, you can't really use it, even if it has the properties that are perfect for your use case, simply because you can't get enough of it without moving the market. And I think we crossed a threshold where there is enough value in XRP now that you can use it to make payments and you can use it as a store of value. And I think that also caused an uptick in interest, and so people started looking at, well, what is this? What are its properties? Who's behind it? What are the use cases? And I think people are seeing now the technical superiority of our design, the team that stands behind it, the amazing array of partners that we've managed to align with us. And I think they're starting to realize that we are going after these use cases aggressively and that they can actually just use XRP for many of the same things that they would traditionally use Bitcoin for.
if we look at
Next one comes from Bank XRP. Transforming global payments.
But this inner networking of payments with banks and blockchain and mobile money and all online wallets can work when it's all stitched together. What's the way to stitch it together? The Interledger protocol. So another thing that we use is an open source protocol called the Interledger protocol, and it connects all these different ledgers. It's an important part. So the ILP is an open protocol. There's lots of individuals, a community group working on this Interledger protocol to build this global network. There are over 275 contributors to it, from banks, central banks such as the Bank of England working on this, Saudi Bank working on this, payment companies, big tech companies working on this such as Google, consulting companies, blockchain companies, and Ripple's right in the thick of using this Interledger protocol with our software and using XRP to move money across borders, move value across borders. If you think about what happened in the world of the internet, when the internet was developed, there were all of these different technologies, HTTP, TCP, IP networks, Wi-Fi, but the way to connect this all together so importantly was IP, right? And so when we look at value, we look at the interledger protocol as a way to connect all these different networks from the application level through the transport level, and then all the way down to the banks and the blockchains and the mobile money, to stitch this all together and move this through an open source protocol around the world, and ILP does that. So for us, this is all about creating an internet of value. We had an internet of data. It has changed the world, but it is missing that crucial component of moving value. So with the interledger protocol and with Ripple software and using XRP, we've created an internet of value that we've got already 100 customers rolled out in this. We're adding more customers every week, and we think this is really going to create this internet of value that's really going to change the world and finally give us globalization in every way with our stuff, with our data, and yes, with our money. Thank you very much.
Look at that, guys. Internet of value. Moving value all around the world. Now guys, to the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now this is cool. Wait, interesting. Vote check us out, Mr. Pool Drop. What do you guys think about this picture right here? Christmas? Well, just to sweet out, it can be dirt cheap. The digital age is upon. Wait for the shove into it. Do not get caught up on regulation jargon. They'll pass anything ASAP when the market's crash is here. It's all a game. Remember guys, everything we are watching is just a show. If you go to the next video, once again from Val Jester, many things will be blamed on hackers, from electricity to banking and all financial aspects, ATMs even. Be prepared beforehand. A crash and collapses means cash has become useless. Wait, not true. Toilet paper. Do you understand? Once the arc is closed, you are done. Study 1929's depression. You will not have any transactions while they're doing their dark to light stuff. This is what the reset is about. Blackouts, collapse of economic activity in cash, political unrest, and etc. And guys, if this crash does happen, it'll be crazy. Finally, as I noticed, so yesterday a lot of things went down, including YouTube. You can see all these. Look what happened, guys. What's coming? Who really knows? Truth to say, 2021 fiscal year started for USA and London. In plain English, the reset began in Davos in January 2020, and there it will end. It looks like we are very close. We are very close, guys. Fifi Asuidel. I'm pretty sure he tweeted this out when YouTube was down, so what do you guys think about this? Next week comes from Crypto Mike. XRP. Thoughts, anyone? It's probably just a coincidence, but 77 days from the election fallout is the 20th January, which is the day the president starts. 17 is also Q related, but could mean something else, like 17 days after the election. The more I see the Ripple Riddler, the more I think they are connected to Q. Thoughts? Whiplash is sweet out. Look up XRP V2. V1 came online November 2019. V2 comes online on November 13th, 2020, which is tomorrow, guys. Any pointers on where to research V2? Interesting. If true, that this happens on Friday the 13th. Also pertaining to the Julian versus Georgian calendar, which is 13 days behind. One could argue that this drops on Halloween. Interesting take, guys. Tomorrow. Next week comes from Mac Attack. What if Spark token were more worth than XRP? We can see if that was the case, I'll make Buffett look like my neighbor. Bordeaux XRP has tweeted out, just talked to a friend who is a banker in New York City. Telling him I invested in XRP, he answered me, oh, got $1 million of that. Holy moly. For the record, as people ask, he has no insider info. He is just making a lot of money. 250k is not that much for him, so he took the bet. There we go, guys. Robert R. Suida, why XRP will pump hard? 1. It moves after Ethereum and Bitcoin. 2. The herd will come when Bitcoin sets several all-time highs. 3. It's a top 3 digital asset. 4. People will see Bitcoin at 25k and expect XRP to do that. 5. They will think it's very cheap in comparison to Bitcoin, ETH at a few dollars. Enigma Suida, what if Schwartz and Garlinghouse position about Biden is the way it is because they know something about him that will benefit Ripple or XRP? Again, could it be true? It comes from Luminous Design. Have you ever thought to convert 589 to octal and hexadecimal? We can see 589 converted, octal results 1115. The final tip for today's video comes from Baba Cugs, which he is replying to Uphold. Raise your hand if you have been holding XRP since 2012. Interesting, Uphold loves to tweet about XRP, but we can see from Baba Cugs 4-digit XRP incoming. And then we can see right here 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. What do we think, guys? What do we think will happen at the end of the day? But who really knows what will happen at the end of the day? But anyways, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. If you guys did, please leave a like, subscribe if you guys already. Feel free to be a member of the channel. I'll see you guys in the next video. Hopefully you guys are having an amazing day. And you guys, see ya.